ICT Mainstage continues their season with Aaron Sorkin's military drama, A Few Good Men. Susan Kamyab brings us this preview.
Sir. What's a code red?
Sir, code red is disciplinary engagement, sir.
I don't understand.
Sir, a Marine falls out of line, it's up to the men in his unit to get him back on track, sir.
These disciplinary engagements, they occur often?
Yes, sir.
A code red gone wrong is what puts these two Marines on trial for the death of one of their own, and it's up to Navy lawyer Lieutenant Caffey and his defense team to uncover the truth behind this case. Unfortunately, taking something seriously isn't one of Lieutenant Caffey's strong suits.
He's a bit aloof. He's a character in the sense that he doesn't really seem to take everything seriously at first, and then this case is thrust upon him, which, as you learn the details of the case, the character develops, and you get to see more of what he's really like.
Of course, there are some people against the two Marines hoping to save their own skin.
Well, he's a Marine, and you know, all Marines are pretty tough, pretty straightforward, pretty by the book. But Colonel Markinson has been in the Corps for 21 years. The first 17 years he was in the Corps, he was in counterintelligence. So he's got a different perspective on quite a few things in the play.
Preparing for these roles is a lot different compared to an average play. They even had actual Marines come to help them with their characters.
It was interesting. I kind of thank St. Francis Xavier High School because most of what they taught me is still pretty much applicable. There were a couple of things that I found were different between Marines and Army because my ROTC was Army. Marines don't salute indoors. And that was something that was a revelation to us because we were saluting like crazy.
To be honest, I read a lot. Like when it came down to the lines themselves, there's a ridiculous amount of lines on it. I looked up the Navy, just little simple things like the salutes, kind of attitude that you're supposed to have. Research how the Navy guys and the Marine guys interact with each other, or really how they don't interact with each other, even though they have to. You'll hear lines in a play where they say, you know, the Navy's the one that always gets the Marines there where they need to go, but at the same time they don't really like each other very much.
The report says that you denied putting poison on the rag. What was it you were going to do?
Sir?
What was his code red?
We were going to shave his hair, sir. We were just going to shave his hair.
It was clear that all the actors in this play worked very hard, and the director, Pete Wilson, couldn't have been more pleased with his cast.
I was so lucky to get a wonderful cast. We have 18 men and one woman, and they are all truly talented. I was really, really lucky.
Oh, Pete's great. Yeah, Pete allows us to come up with the characters ourselves. He's very encouraging. He doesn't just, I mean, as a director's job, you got to give notes, and you got to tell people, you know, I need you to do this, or I need you to not do this. But you know, Pete gives a lot of, you're doing this, and it's great, and I want you to keep doing that.
Pete is fantastic. He's one of the most organized directors I've ever met. The rehearsal schedule does not waste anyone's time. A lot of times when you're working in a play, you've got a small part or a small scene or a small part in a scene. You spend a couple of hours waiting to deliver 2 or 3 lines. With Pete, when he calls you, it's because you have work to do.
And the work really paid off. It's no surprise why Pete wanted to direct this play.
Well, I'd always admired the script and the movie, and so I told Irving that if they ever decided to do A Few Good Men, that I might have to come home and direct it for them if they would have me. And I haven't directed for them for 25 years, so that's why I wanted to do it, the show.
Thank goodness he did come back, because the show was amazing and the acting was incredible. A Few Good Men does not only have a thrilling storyline, but it leaves you thinking, what is more important as a Marine, following orders or following your moral instincts?
I just think that audiences are really going to enjoy a good drama. I encourage anybody to come see it, and I hope they enjoy it.
For About Towne, this is Susan Kamyab reporting.
I want to talk to you about Corporal Dawson and PFC Downey.
Those names sound like they should mean something to me, but it's just not clicking in.
Harold Dawson and Loudon Downey.
Maybe if you could just give me another hint.
Dawson, Downey, your clients.
ICT Mainstage's A Few Good Men continues in the Dupree Theater through June 16th. You can call 972-252-ARTS for showtimes and ticket information.